you go around the country, people are talking about how important education is for their kids. And yet, all you have to do is walk into one school district around the country and you see the cuts. Talk to parents across the country, talk to students across the country, talk to teachers and educators across the country. We need some help, and state and localities need some help.
Yeah, Randy Weingarten's right. We really do need some help.
Schools are being affected greatly by budget cuts in national education.
Only 3% of our budget is spent on education, where 25% is spent on defense.
The students at public schools are losing the creative activities that give them the most satisfaction, such as art, music, and sports.
I said, what do you need from the adults? They said, we need art back. We need music back.
If the loss of arts isn't bad enough, our academics aren't getting any better either.
The United States is ranked 21st in science performance, 25th in math, and 26th in early childhood education. We are 6th worst in high school graduation.
Wow, Charlotte, 6th worst. American schools aren't as good as I thought.
You're right, Alex. That's not good enough.
Without education, I might as well just get married and have kids. We have interviewed Ruth Ashley, the Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources and Leadership Development. She told us of some of her personal experiences with the budget cuts.
Have you been directly affected by the budget cuts?
Yes. The state's budget, just being in the dismal state it is, it has directly impacted us in our workforce. Over the last 8 years, we've cut over $200 million. Wow. Over the last 3 years, we have laid off over 1,000 employees. If you walked into the office, there's going to be less staff members there. This year, we've had to close a K-8 school my daughter went to. We also had to close a middle school.
Even with Prop 30, we're still going to be seeing $10 to $14 million in cuts.
Only 32% of 8th graders are above average in the United States of America.
67% of 4th graders are below grade reading level.
In high school, only 50% of students graduate.
We thought that the education should be a higher priority, but we're trying to reinforce the fact that education is sort of neglected.
And I agree with you, because you're going to get an educated America. What I worry about is our students who are younger than you. People will argue that even the military has been cut. Their supplies and weaponry and, that's been cut greatly. And I'm sure it has, but at the same time, in comparison, to education, absolutely there needs to be more spent towards that.
You may be wondering, how are we supposed to fix this problem?
Educate America, gosh dang it.
Evan, you need to calm down.
If our citizens gained the education that is essential to our future prosperity, then surely our economic situation would begin to go in the right direction.
Does it help our economy nationwide? Absolutely. We become an educated nation, it is going to assist our economy, going to build more jobs for schools and teachers. Eventually, those educated students will be ready for college and career.
I thought it was the state's responsibility to fund education.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Maybe the federal government should contribute a little more to education, and just a little less to some other departments.
Thank goodness Proposition 30 passed, because our cuts are not going to be as deep.
$6 billion.
Exactly. A couple of years ago, we received the jobs bill, the ARA money, and that really saved us from having to cut even more teachers. That's how we were able to build our new schools. Do you have younger brothers or sisters?
I do.
Yeah.
All of us do.
Okay. They're not going to have teachers or the amount of support that you have right now.
Don't make us the lab rats of education.
It's like people don't even know what will happen if we take money away from education.
When it comes to President Obama and his dedication in education, we're going to rely heavily on that, and hopefully that education is going to be supported by the federal government. They have to.
There's nothing scarier than cuts to education.
Well, except for him.